Okay, I'm going to tell you how you're going to frame and start the marks to grid your poster. So notice that you are only going to frame 1 inch off of the bottom and 1 inch off of the left of your poster. I'll show you these that are done on the side wall. There's no white space on the right side or the top. So we're only going to do 1 inch from the bottom and 1 inch from the left, and that way we can put our labels A, B, C, D, E, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can start with measuring. If you'll put 0 on the bottom of your poster and measure up 1 inch, and you're going to make a little mark 1 inch from the bottom. You scoot over to the other bottom side of your poster, do the same thing, 1 inch from the bottom, so that you can line up those marks and draw that straight line across the bottom, marking off 1 inch. Okay, when you're ready to do the left side of your poster, you're going to line up, you're going to line up 0, or that's actually the edge of this yardstick. So on the left side, I'm measuring 1 inch, and I put a little mark, and then I move down to the bottom, and I'm going to measure 1 inch, put a little mark, so that you can line up those marks and draw that line down the left. Okay, now here's a super important part to know. Whenever you are making your marks around the edge of your frame, you're going to make your marks every 1.5 inches. There is a paper that tells you all of those numbers. They'll go 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. But you want to start from the frame and go every 1.5 inches. Okay? Make sure you're starting on the left and going every 1.5 inches to the right. That last one doesn't actually end up being 1.5 inches, and that's why it's important for you to start from the left and mark it as you move to the right like you would read a sentence. So across the top, you're going to start with 0 at the edge of that frame that you made and mark every 1.5 inches starting from the left side. So the one over here at the right is going to be a little bit skinny, but that's okay. So once you've done every 1.5 inches across the bottom here, and then across the top, you're now going to start from that bottom frame line that you created and lay your yardstick down, and then you're going to mark every 1.5 inches starting from the bottom and going up the side. Whenever you're ready to go and mark the other side of your poster, start from that bottom frame line that you did and do every 1.5 inches as you go up. So once you've got all your little marks going around your poster, you'll be ready to line up the marks and start drawing all your straight lines. So the squares that you're creating on this one will be 1.5 inches wide.